Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Jordon and Drew, the sports crew, a very special bonus episode, one we've promised for quite a while. It's been, 2, 3 weeks, something like that. Ever since our March Madness breakdown, we said this was going to happen, and here it, or that was our recap, but breakdown, recap, same thing, whatever. Here we are, March Madness Blizzard edition. Drew and I are indeed former Dairy Queen employees, and Drew, why don't you tell everyone the special guest we brought on, another one of our DQ members?
So we have here the owner's kid of the
Yes.
Dairy Queen, Zack Rausch. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Oh man, it is a pleasure. You always go to work and then you're like, oh, great, that's the boss's kid. And it's usually one of those connotations. But hey, it was for your sister, but not for you.
And
So we'll
Zach.
just leave it at that. Otherwise, Drew, you haven't seen the bracket. You have not seen what we talked about, what blizzards are going to be in it, but it is a blind bracket. I put up 32 blizzards in a bracket against one another. I mean, it's April, so it's not really March Madness anymore, but we're still calling it March Madness because this is the best tournament a DQ Blizzard has ever seen. I messaged them on Instagram and I asked what they thought about our list, and they left me on scene. They looked at it, but they didn't respond. So tried to get a little exposure there, but no need to worry about it. Let's get right into things. So we've got three people on, so there's no way these can end in a tie unless somehow we're really that dumb and it manages with that. So our first blizzard, Sour Patch Kids against Georgia Mud Fudge. I'm going Georgia Mud Fudge all the way. I hated that Sour Patch Kids blizzard. It was so sweet, that red, I don't even know what you call it, but that red stuff that got put in there, that was a no-go for me. Drew, what are you thinking?
I'm with you. The red goop was disgusting. I love me some Georgia mud fudge. So I'm gonna take the Georgia.
Zach?
I'm gonna have to go with Georgia Mud Fudge too. The Sour Patch Kids is good if it was small, but once you ate just like anything small or larger than a small, it's just too much.
I have to agree. And a mini blizzard is such a ripoff, and don't ever buy a mini blizzard. So small was the way to go. But real way to go is just to eat those Sour Patch Kids pieces. So Georgia Mud Fudge has advanced. Our first person moving on in the bracket. Up next, Royal Reese's Brownie against Chocolate Chip Cookie Dough. This is a tough one that you kind of have to think your way through, but Chocolate Chip Cookie Dough, one of the best blizzards there is. Royal Reese's Brownie, a little too much peanut butter, maybe, depending on who's making it and how much is in the middle. Plus, you got to pay extra for it to be royal. I'm going chocolate chip cookie dough.
I'm gonna go chocolate chip cookie dough as well. I know if our other DQ employee Alex Strobridge was here, he would definitely go cookie dough with us here. But those cookie dough pieces are unmatched in my opinion.
The best.
Yeah, I would definitely go the Royal one. I think it's pretty close, and the peanut butter just kind of puts it over the edge for me.
Well, we'll get into peanut butter cookie dough later, which eventually combines the two, but nothing wrong with a little Royal Reese's Brownie. It's still an odd combination with Reese's Pieces or the Reese's peanut butter cups and brownies, but it's not a bad blizzard, so at least it got a vote. Chocolate chip cookie dough advances.
Yeah.
Next up, Snickerdoodle cookie dough against another peanut butter one, Reese's Outrageous. Reese's Outrageous is insanely good, but it is so sweet depending on how much peanut butter, and there was caramel in there too, right? It was Reese's peanut butter cup. I guess we should explain some of these blizzards for the people that aren't aware. So real quick, going back up, Sour Patch Kids, that was just Sour Patch Kids pieces and this red goop. I don't even know what it was,
Yeah.
but it was really sweet. Georgia Mud Fudge, and all these blizzards are vanilla ice cream, by the way. Georgia Mud Fudge was cocoa fudge, pecans, and brownies, right?
Yeah.
And then Royal Reese's Brownie is that of Royal Blizzard. So in the middle of the blizzard, you've got peanut butter down there, and then it had Reese's peanut butter cup and brownie pieces, and chocolate chip cookie dough, just a classic hot fudge and cookie dough. The Snickerdoodle one, it's seasonal. It's only around in spring or fall, is it, right?
Fall/winter, I think. Right?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
kind of
Snickerdoodle.
depends because they kind of change them around too. So that one had like the Snickerdoodle base, which is really good, and the cookie dough pieces, they were special. And then the Reese's Outrageous has Reese's peanut butter cup, Reese's Pieces, peanut butter sauce, and caramel. And boy, that's a good one, Drew.
That was my favorite. Like that's my top five. So that one's obviously moving on for me.
That says Reese's Outrageous, and what was the other one again?
Snickerdoodle cookie dough.
Yeah, it's definitely Reese's Outrageous. It was one of my favorites.
It's so good. It's like literally everything good in one blizzard. So Reese's Outrageous advances. Oreo against Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. I mean, we have 32 brackets or 32 blizzards, so it seems like some things are repeating, but they've made about 10 different Oreo blizzards and 10 different peanut butter cup ones. This is a battle of two classics. Oreo, literally just Oreo in the blizzard, and Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, just Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. I'm gonna go Oreo. I just kind of like the candy better, so that's what I'm gonna go with. Zach, you talk first here. Let's see what you want.
All right, this one's really close. They're both classics, but I'm gonna have to go with Oreo as well. Just I'm a bigger Oreo fan than I am peanut butter cups. So
Let's sweep it. I'm gonna go Oreo too. I think the Oreo one's so more like the Oreo by itself is more iconic than the Reese's peanut butter cups by itself, in my opinion. So that's why I'm gonna
It
go
is,
Oreo.
yeah, for sure. And I mean, like, it just comes down to what candy would you rather eat, Oreo or peanut butter cup? And I'll probably take Oreo 9 times out of 10. So Oreo advances. That's our top left side done. So let's finish that out real quick. Georgia Mud Fudge against chocolate chip cookie dough. Georgia Mud Fudge is a blizzard not many people know about. It's kind of one of those secret menu items, which Dairy Queen had quite a few of. I'm sticking with chocolate chip cookie dough.
I'm gonna go cookie dough too.
I mean, I'm gonna have to go cookie dough too on this one.
We do
Sweet.
love some Georgia Mud Fudge, though. It's a good blizzard. It's really not that iconic. And cookie dough is kind of better, in my opinion. Even though it's plain, it's really good. And up next, Reese's Outrageous against Oreo. I don't see any of us going with Oreo here.
No.
Nope.
Reese's Outrageous advances. And in our finals to go or decide who goes to the final four, chocolate chip cookie dough against Reese's Outrageous. You've got a classic blizzard and chocolate chip cookie dough against Reese's. They don't have Outrageous anymore, do they?
No.
I didn't think they
I don't
did.
think so. No.
No, because they got rid of the Reese's Pieces
Pieces.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah, so leave the memories alone. We're gonna go with Reese's Outrageous, right?
Yep.
That would be my pick.
Yeah, that is in the final four. So our first piece of the final four is set. Reese's Outrageous outlasts Snickerdoodle cookie dough, Oreo, and chocolate chip cookie dough. That's our first one. Up next, one of my favorite blizzards, cotton candy. This has cotton candy sprinkles and then this pink syrup, which is so sweet but so good.
You take shots of it. Yep.
Yeah, you can take shots of it for sure. And then Oreo cookie jar, which is just Oreo pieces, cookie dough, and fudge, which is a really good and underrated blizzard. But I love summertime when that cotton candy blizzard is out.
I'm gonna go cotton candy too. I'd like just taking shots of that cotton candy liquid is just unmatched. I mean,
Yeah.
other than Grand Base.
True. We'll get to Grand Base later on.
I'm gonna have to go cookie jar. I'm not a big cotton candy fan myself, so I wasn't a big fan of the blizzard either.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Chocolate over sweets for Zach, but cotton candy advances. And up next, this is an interesting one because the old people loved one of the blizzards we'll mention here. Royal Rocky Road is first. Another blizzard that I think flies under the radar. This one has marshmallow in the middle. And as long as the marshmallow wasn't old, it was some good marshmallow. And this has brownie pieces and peanuts. I'm pretty sure that's it. And then the marshmallow in the middle. And then salted caramel truffle is what it's facing. This blizzard was loaded. Cocoa fudge. It had the praline pieces, which are nasty. It had the salted caramel truffle pieces, and it had chocolate chunks too, right?
Yeah, the cocoa chunks.
Yeah, so that is a lot of stuff in that blizzard. That's one of those where you better double cup that thing because otherwise those pieces fly out of there. I'm gonna go Royal Rocky Road, but I might see you guys leaning the other way.
I'm gonna go salted caramel truffle. Just those truffle pieces are unmatched for me. Those like just eating those, you know, if you're at work, you're bored, you eat, and just eating those. It's great.
One of the blizzards I didn't put in here was the triple truffle. It just missed the cut, but that was a good one too. There was the chocolate, caramel, and peanut butter, right? Those were the three in that blizzard. And you just grab those and start eating. It's like a mystery of which one you're gonna get. But
Yeah.
yeah, those caramel truffles were really good. Zach, you got the tiebreaker.
I'm gonna have to go with the Royal Rocky Road. I'm just
yes.
I'm a big Royal Blizzard fan, and the marshmallow in the middle was just put it over the edge.
It really depends who makes these blizzards though, because sometimes you get a royal blizzard and there's like one spoonful of stuff in the middle, but and it's also kind of fun for like to see when the kids get it and they're like, "How'd you get that in there?" Like it's some real secret, but it's really not hard at all. So well, I take that back. There are some people who cannot make a royal blizzard to save their life, or if they try, it explodes everywhere. But that's a whole different story. Royal Rocky Road advances. Turtle Pecan up next. That was the pecans. It had caramel and fudge, right?
It
Or the
was chocolate cone coating.
Yes, the
Yeah.
chocolate cone coating, which is really good too. I always love putting cherry cone coating in some blizzards to make my own. That was some good stuff. But turtle pecan is going up against grasshopper moose pie, another secret menu item. I really had to think this one through. It had mint, graham base, chocolate chunks, and whipped cream on top, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a wild blizzard. I don't think I've ever had a full one actually, so I can't vote for it, but that's a good one. Mint and graham base is a wild combination though. Drew, tell the people at home about graham base.
Well, Grand Base goes back to our earlier podcast days. We'll just leave it at that. And we used to do something called a Grand Base Extreme Challenge, where you would take a piece of candy and load up as much Grand Base as you could, and you ate it. You ate as much Grand Base as you could with this one thing, with this one piece of candy. Zach actually managed to do the Grand Base Extreme, and it did not end well, as we recall.
Certainly
Yeah,
didn't.
that was a rough day.
Don't do the graham base extreme, folks. Put a big disclaimer on that. Not like you can even go to a store and just ask for a bunch of it. Imagine you go to the store and you just buy graham base off the shelf because they're in nice little packages. You could get it. I'm going turtle pecan though. Let's see where these other votes fall.
I'm gonna go grasshopper moose pie. But for the viewers at home, Jordan, do you want to kind of like touch on like how would you describe Grand Base?
Graham base, it's well, first of all, it's kind of hard to explain, but like once you have it, you know exactly what it is. Like it's really good. So it's like graham crackers. And I don't know if it's like a brown sugary type thing, like mixed around in there, but it's like a little crunchy, super smooth. It's just really, really good. It's most known for being in the Royal New York Cheesecake, which will come later. We'll talk about that blizzard. But if you really want some graham base, get that one and you'll know because it like meshes with the ice cream so well. Like I said, it's still super smooth, but you just get little bites of like graham cracker pieces, and they're all chopped up, super small. It's some really good stuff. Zach's got the tiebreaker vote here.
I'm gonna have to go with the grasshopper moose pie. You really can't
Yes.
go against Grand Base. So it's one of those things you can't go against.
That is true. I can get behind that. I just never really had it, so I didn't want to go. A battle of Oreos up next as Grasshopper Moose Pie just advanced. We've got mint Oreo against Oreo hot cocoa. So Oreo hot cocoa
Oh.
was really
Ooh.
good. Cocoa fudge and Oreo pieces. So basic. You can get it all. I don't care that they say like it's a blizzard of the month for December. You can get that blizzard anytime you want. That thing is always going to be around. Cocoa fudge and Oreo pieces. And then mint Oreo, they do the same thing with. They'll say it's blizzard of the month in like February or March or something, but you can literally get it whenever. Mint Oreo shakes as well. Those are some good things. But I'm gonna go Oreo hot cocoa here. I'm more of a chocolate guy than I'm a mint guy, but this is a hard one to pick.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go Oreo hot cocoa too. Just the chocolate and the Oreo is a all-time great blizzard.
Don't put whipped cream on the top though. That ruins it. I don't know
Yeah,
why they decided to
really
put whipped
does,
cream on
yeah.
top of blizzards.
I like the mint Oreo here. So yeah, I'm gonna be the outlier. I'm gonna go mint Oreo because I think mint and Oreo just goes well together. It just
It
fits.
does. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just Oreo hot cocoa. It got a bad matchup. Mint Oreo could have gone pretty far in this tournament, actually. But it didn't. Oreo hot cocoa advances. So now we're working our way towards the final four. Cotton candy against Royal Rocky Road. Cotton candy all the way for me here. That is just a classic.
Cotton candy for me too. Let's go.
Same reason earlier. Not a big cotton candy fan, but
Yeah, we outnumbered you, and we might
Yeah.
quite a bit yet. So we're gonna have to see. Grasshopper moose pie against Oreo hot cocoa. I'm going Oreo hot cocoa. There's nothing wrong with grasshopper moose pie. It's really good, but Oreo hot cocoa is something else.
I had one
Uh,
mini grasshopper moose pie. I forgot when, but I remember I had one. It was phenomenal. So I'm gonna go grasshopper moose pie.
I'm gonna have to go grasshopper moose pie too. You just gotta stay with the Grand Base.
I feel like if you would go up to someone and ask them to make this blizzard, I don't think they would know how to make it. I feel like it
Oh,
really
definitely
depends.
not.
No, I
Yeah.
feel like it really depends where you go. Then if you explained it to them, they would probably just give us this look. So this is going to come down to what Drew decides if he's going gram base or cotton candy. What is going to the final four? Grasshopper moose pie or cotton candy? I'm picking cotton candy. I'm assuming Zach's going with grasshopper.
Yeah.
Drew, it's up
Oh,
to you. But
I
pick who
decided
goes
here.
to the final four.
I gotta think because I'm thinking both of them taste phenomenal, but you gotta think which one's more iconic. I gotta go cotton candy here because although I do love me some grasshopper moose pie, the cotton candy, just taking shots of that cotton candy goop in a summer shift, it just defines summer.
Nice hot day and super busy. You finally get that break and boom, shots of cotton candy, right? Nothing better. So cotton candy and Reese's outrageous is our matchup for the final four. We'll do all the final four at the end. Working our way on the other side of the bracket. I mentioned it before. Royal New York Cheesecake. So this is a tough matchup because it's going against peanut butter cookie dough. And that is a good blizzard with the peanut butter sauce, cookie dough pieces, chocolate chunks. That is great. Royal New York Cheesecake. I'm not a big cheesecake guy myself, but that's like the only blizzard I would eat with the cheesecake pieces. You load it up with graham base, the cheesecake, and then just beautiful, sugary, sweet strawberries down in the middle. I'm going peanut butter cookie dough, but I doubt it advances.
I'm gonna have to go the Royal New York cheesecake. Just a graham base and strawberries cheesecake. It's the best combination of all the blizzards, in my opinion.
Ouch. Well, I'm gonna go peanut butter cookie dough with Jordan here
Really?
because I love that peanut butter sauce, as many of you know. That's another thing you take shots of at work with the cotton candy.
What
You
don't you take
rotate
shots of is the question.
with my secret menu item list. I guess really anything goes. So I'm gonna go with peanut butter cookie dough.
Peanut butter cookie dough advances. I thought Royal New York Cheesecake was going to make it far, but I got a tough matchup in the first one. Up next, I really like this one, double fudge cookie dough. So I guess we should explain the difference between hot fudge, chocolate sauce, chocolate cone coating, and cocoa fudge because they might all sound the same, but they're not. So chocolate sauce is literally just Hershey syrup. It's the exact same. Chocolate cone coating is like what you dip the cones in. So like we make you a nice vanilla cone, you dip it in that chocolate, it hardens up. Some of that is in blizzards, and it's pretty good because like you get little pieces here and there. Hot fudge is everyone knows what hot fudge is, and cocoa fudge is a really rich chocolate, and that's what's in double fudge cookie dough. It is rich, chocolatey, beautiful, and it's like warm too. I don't know how to explain it. It's the best. Double fudge cookie dough had that cocoa fudge and cookie dough pieces, and it's up against Butterfinger, which is it's Butterfinger. I had to put it in here. There's nothing good about it though. Double fudge cookie dough all the way.
Yeah, I'm with Jordan. Double fudge all the way.
Yeah, I think Butterfinger's a little underrated, but I'm still gonna have to go with the double fudge cookie dough.
I kind of agree in that sense, but like, how often are you gonna go to Dairy Queen and get a medium Butterfinger blizzard? Like, really? That's what you're going to Dairy Queen for to get that? I'm going to get something like fun with a bunch of different things. So I had to put it in here because it's a staple. It's always there. Up next, chocolate dipped strawberry against M&M. Chocolate dipped strawberry, if I remember right, this had the Ghirardelli pieces, or was this just chocolate chunks?
I think
Was
we
that not
kind of made it
Ghirardelli?
either way. It was normally Gardelli, but we kind of made it either way, depending
Yeah,
on what
that's what I
people
thought.
wanted.
Like they
Yeah.
used the Ghirardelli when it was there, but otherwise it was just chocolate chunks and strawberry. Either way, it's really good. The Ghirardelli is just in more expensive chocolate. It's chocolate. I mean, it all tastes the same. And M&M, it has chocolate sauce and M&M pieces. So M&M, pretty boring and basic, but a lot of people love M&M. I like it too. Nothing wrong with the Blizzard, but I like the strawberries. Like Zach said before, strawberries and graham base. That's a great combination. Chocolate and strawberry, that's an even better combination. I'm going chocolate dip strawberry.
I'll let Zach go first here.
All right. I'm not a big fan of either one of these. So, but I'm gonna have to go with the chocolate dip strawberry just because I'm not a big fan of M&Ms.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
I fit differently. Like, this is one of the blizzards that I would just eat out of collars. I would just eat this one out of collars, and I'll admit it. And I think the M&M, like the M&M one, was good. I liked
Oh
it.
yeah,
And
it's really good.
it's really basic. Like it's just chocolate sauce and M&Ms, like you mentioned, but it's a good one to eat out of college. So I'm gonna go M&M here.
There's nothing wrong with an M&M Blizzard. Like it's a good Blizzard. You can't go wrong with. I'd much rather get M&M than Butterfinger. So I know what you're saying. Up next, this was absolutely one of my favorites. Brownie dough against Snickers. Brownie dough has cocoa fudge brownie dough pieces, which are like similar to the brownie pieces, but they're like I don't even know how to explain them. They're like they have a different texture. They're a lot softer, and they had the chocolate chunks are just normal chocolate pieces. Snickers had chocolate sauce, right? Chocolate sauce and Snicker pieces.
Yeah,
I am going brownie dough here, no doubt about it. I'm picking brownie dough all the way I can. This is a great, great Blizzard for anyone who likes chocolate.
I would
I'm
go
gonna
brownie
go
dough.
brownie dough too. Yeah.
Sweep it.
Sweep for brownie dough. We'll get into chocolate brownie extreme soon, but not yet because we got to finish off this side. There's very minimal differences between the two, but brownie dough is better than chocolate brownie extreme. We'll talk about it in a minute. Peanut butter cookie dough against double fudge cookie dough. This is a cookie dough battle, and it comes down to what do you like more, peanut butter or fudge? I'm going double fudge cookie dough.
I'll go peanut butter.
I'm gonna go double fudge.
Oh,
That is a good peanut butter cookie dough Blizzard. Those things are, we used to load that up with peanut butter, and that is heaven as long as you like your peanut butter because that thing is sweet. Up next, chocolate dipped strawberry against brownie dough. This is a tough one as well. I mean, we're very heavy on chocolate on this side. I just for FYI, I randomized this. So like I had all 32 listed and I randomized the matchups to make it fair. So I wasn't picking anything or favoriting one thing over another. So tough matchup here, but brownie dough, I think, is a clear winner over chocolate dipped strawberry.
Yeah, I'd have to agree.
I'll go brownie dough too. They're both good Blizzards. Don't get me wrong, but those brownie dough pieces are good.
And also, I feel like it comes down to brownie dough you only get during summer. Chocolate dip strawberry you can get anytime. Chocolate chunk strawberries, they're always there. So some of these exclusive ones, we kind of have to favorite because once they're there, you got to get them while they're there because that's what Dairy Queen does best. I mean, look, we got Reese's Outrageous and Cotton Candy in the final four. Those are blizzards you can't get all the time. So that also comes into factor here as double fudge cookie dough takes on brownie dough. It's tough for me to bet against double fudge cookie dough, but I'm gonna because brownie dough is a winner.
I'm gonna have to go with brownie dough as well. Just gonna have to come out and state that I think cookie dough is a little overrated. So
Wow, that is
Oh,
bold.
and your parents owned a Dairy Queen, and you're gonna make such a statement like that?
yes, sir.
That is a bold statement. I don't think I've ever
gonna go
heard
brownie
anyone say
dough.
that. Imagine
I'll still
not
go
liking
brownie dough.
cookie dough.
I love
Brownie
cookie
dough,
dough though.
yeah, cookie dough is great. There's like that was another one where there's like four cookie dough blizzards in here. Brownie dough beats Snickers, chocolate dip strawberry, and double fudge cookie dough to advance to the final four. We got one more section to complete. This blizzard is nasty. Pumpkin pie against chocolate brownie extreme. I hate pumpkin pie. I don't even remember what kind of orange pumpkin pie juice syrup, whatever you want to call it, whatever it is.
Yeah, it's just out of like a can.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
it
buy
was
it from
the-
the store.
Yeah, it's on the
Mhm.
it was the pie topping or whatever.
Pie filling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember what brand it was. It is nasty. And you had to use the can opener, of course, every time. So we made sure that can
Yes.
opener was clean. Then the pie pieces, I swear, these pie pieces were always stale. There was never a time when pie pieces weren't stale. And was that
Not-
it? Just the pie filling and the pieces? And
With
whipped
whipped
Yeah,
cream on
there's
top?
whipped cream and nutmeg on top. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the nutmeg. Too.
Oh, the nutmeg was ugh.
There's nothing worse than a pumpkin pie blizzard. Chocolate brownie extreme is, like I said, basically the same as brownie dough, but it has brownie pieces instead of those brownie dough pieces. So I'll take brownie dough pieces over them every day, but there's nothing wrong with a good brownie piece. Pumpkin pie, it is terrible unless you like pumpkin pie, which I don't think really any of us do. Chocolate brownie extreme is a clear winner.
Yep.
Yep.
Sweep.
I don't understand people who like pumpkin pie. Next up, strawberry cheesecake. So this one similar to the royal, but it's not actually a royal. It's just strawberries and cheesecake pieces blended together. Why not add some graham base, right? If you're going to make this one, that'd be good. So strawberry cheesecake against banana split. got to get this with the pineapple. I hate it in there. And this was a runny blizzard. You had chocolate sauce, which is just pure runny chocolateness, strawberries, which you got to try not to use the sauce because otherwise thing is loaded. And then the pineapple, which has just all sauce as well. So this thing would be pure liquid when you get it. I dare a Dairy Queen employee to flip this one upside down. Banana split against strawberry cheesecake. Tough matchup. I'm going to go banana split, but I'm not too sure that it'll end up winning.
That
I'm gonna have to go strawberry cheesecake just because the banana split, it's very dependent on who makes it, on the quality of it. So
That is very true. And I forgot to say it has bananas too in it, of course. So you got to chop up a banana. That takes time.
No, really?
Shut up.
And I'm gonna take the banana split shake. I call them shakes because that thing is it's a soup. It's just,
okay, and also the thing is
super
like,
shake.
yeah, why are people getting banana split blizzards? Just get the actual banana split. Like, I don't understand, but it's a good blizzard if you freeze it for a few days and then end up eating it. So you pick banana split. We're advancing with it.
Yep.
All right. Up next, this one. You want to talk about nasty summerberry cheesecake? God awful. What is it? Blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, right? That was the mix.
yep.
That with cheesecake pieces, I've never had a more disgusting blizzard in my life. And that is up against candy cane Oreo, which is like a Santa exclusive in the December times for Christmas. Candy cane pieces and Oreo. I don't really like that one either, but I got to go with that over summerberry.
Yeah, that's a horrible matchup. I'm gonna take the
Yeah.
candy cane. That's just a bad matchup. I'm gonna go candy cane. What is it? Candy cane Oreo.
Candy cane Oreo.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go candy cane Oreo too.
Like, imagine if Royal New York Cheesecake and Mint Oreo could have been up against these instead of these getting stuck together. This is rough. Candy cane Oreo does advance, and it will take on the winner of Heath and S'mores. I love the S'mores Blizzard. I invented the S'mores Shake, by the way. I just want to put that out there. Drew did not. He just copied it and changed one very minor thing and said it was his own. I invented the S'mores Shake. S'mores has graham base, the s'more pieces, which are heavenly. Eat them all day long. Chocolate with marshmallow in the middle. Then what? It had marshmallow sauce in it too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't have chocolate chunks though. No?
No, it's just the chocolate pieces with the marshmallow in it.
Yeah. And those are great. And Heath had hot fudge and Heath. I don't understand why some of these basic blizzards get like fudge or chocolate sauce and some don't. That's hard. Telling trainees that M&M has chocolate sauce, Heath has hot fudge, but like Butterfinger has nothing. It takes a lot to end up remembering that. I'm going S'mores all the way. S'mores is a summer classic, and boy, is it good.
Yeah, I think s'mores is in that tier with cotton candy, where it's just iconic. You know, if you go to Dairy Queen in summer, you're getting a blizzard. I would hope you're getting like one of those too.
Has to be.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to go s'mores too.
Heath is good, right? It's fine. It's just you gotta like because Heath is toffee, so I mean you gotta kind of like that. The fudge outweighs
Yeah.
it a little bit, so
I think
that's
it's just
not
one of
bad.
those you either like it or don't.
Yeah.
No,
Same
it's
with
in
like
between.
Butterfinger.
Yeah.
You know, it's just really basic and it's there if you want it. But chocolate brownie extreme against banana split. Interesting matchup. I'm gonna go banana split just to change things up because I picked brownie dough all the way, but I don't know. This one was kind of tough.
I'm gonna go chocolate brownie extreme.
I'm gonna have to go banana split. It was one of my favorites that I always ate, so gotta
It's
go
your
with it.
favorite it's your favorite if you make it because like you said, it
Yeah.
really depends who makes it because this thing can be terrible.
Yeah.
If Lisa makes it, I get a soup.
Yeah, if done, yeah, we'll leave it at that because this thing can be rough. Candy cane Oreo against s'mores, clear s'mores.
Yeah, s'mores by far.
S'mores.
Candy cane Oreo is fine for one time in your life and then you never have to get it again. So to decide who goes to the final four, banana split against s'mores. Interesting matchup, two polar opposites here. I'm going with s'mores for sure. Gotta love that summer blizzard.
Going to s'mores, gotta go with the graham base.
Graham base all
Yeah,
the way.
very-
S'mores.
You guys say graham base all the way, and we only have one blizzard with graham base in the final four. Our final four is set. We are getting rolling here to decide our champion Let's start on the left side. Reese's Outrageous against Cotton Candy. Very tough matchup, as we'd expect. Now we're in the final four, so we're going to have to really think these through. Cotton Candy is super, super sweet if you put a lot of that pink goop in it, but it is so good. And if you don't have enough of that pink goop in it, it's just basic and boring. So it is tough. Reese's Outrageous. I feel like you really can't screw it up. That one also can be kind of liquidy because that caramel's hot when you put it in there. So depending on how much caramel you put in the blizzard, that can go a long way. You might have a banana split blizzard. Like, consistency is the word I'm looking for. Reese's Outrageous against Cotton Candy. I'm going Cotton Candy.
Well, I think it shouldn't really be a surprise that I'm gonna go Reese's Outrageous.
Not at all.
I'm
It's
gonna
up
go
to
Reese's
Drew.
Outrageous. Reese's
Wow.
Outrageous. I love the peanut butter and the caramel together. Just the Reese's Outrageous like candy bar itself. It just makes me think of that blizzard, and that just was so good.
Yeah, that's how they made it, right? Because they came out with that candy bar and then they decided we'll make that in a blizzard form. Nothing wrong with that. Reese's Outrageous in the finals, and we've got brownie dough against s'mores. Kind of similar, kind of not. Brownie dough, those brownie dough pieces are iconic, but s'mores is like one of the most iconic blizzards if cotton candy isn't. I'm going with s'mores. I'm betting against brownie dough, but that's just because number one, ground base all the way, and number two, those pieces with the marshmallow in the middle, so good in the s'mores blizzard. Oh wait, we forgot the s'mores blizzard has those little grain pieces in them, the little graham
Oh,
crackers.
Graham cracker pieces, the ones
Yep.
that you can't taste at all.
Yeah, they're just there for a little crunch.
S'mores.
I'm gonna have to go with s'mores.
Let's
A
go.
sweep for s'mores into the finals. Our championship is here. S'mores against Reese's Outrageous. This is a tough matchup. It comes down to a blizzard that's extinct and probably won't ever come back against a blizzard that you can get each and every summer. Reese's Outrageous, very, very good, but I'm sticking with s'mores.
Zach, what do you think?
All right. Well, these are two of my all-time favorites. So
As it
It's kind
should
of
be,
tough.
right? This is a good
Yeah.
final.
yeah, tough decision, but I'm gonna have to go with s'mores. Just graham base all the way.
Ooh.
Oh, well, graham
that it
base. See, if
matters.
it's yeah, I know it doesn't matter, but if it's s'mores with extra graham base, I got s'mores. Like, just all that stuff together because like s'mores, it's such a loaded blizzard, like we've mentioned, where there's so much stuff in it with the marshmallow, the graham cracker pieces, the graham base, and then the s'mores chocolate pieces. Like, it's just absolutely loaded, and I think that wins it for it. So I think s'mores is our winner.
A lot of the times, though, you can't really taste the marshmallow in the blizzard because there's so much else in there, but this blizzard is great. The Grand Bakes brings it all together. Those pieces could just eat them for days by the bucket. Those are great. S'mores is our winner here on Jordon and Drew, the Sports Crew March Madness Blizzard Edition. Who knows? Maybe we'll have to do this again next year and see if S'mores can keep on top and retain. But I don't know if they're coming out with any new blizzards soon. We'll be sure to talk about those. We're trying to get that DQ sponsorship since Culver's ghosted us, but we'll have to figure it out. We'll see. We'll see where this leads us. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed episode 6 of Jordon and Drew, the Sports Crew on Monday. And now here we are with our special Thursday bonus edition. Zach, thank you for joining us. You did fantastic.
I could come on and talk some DQ blizzards.
Got to keep the
Yeah.
memories alive. We absolutely loved it. Drew, anything to wrap this up before I say goodbye to all the great people who just witnessed probably the best tournament in the history of tournaments?
And I would totally agree. This is one of the best tournaments ever. And I hope you guys enjoyed Monday's episode and in our Thursday bonus episodes. We plan to keep them coming. We got some more guests planned our way in the next few weeks. So keep a lookout for that. And that's all I got.